So I've decided that I actually want to use Haiku to create a new assignment and use the Dropbox feature. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add content block. So I'm on one of my pages, whatever page I want to add it to. So I'm going to click that button there. And I'm going to go to connect and assess. So there's three different tabs. So first is content, because most of the time you're adding content. Then you have calendar, but I'm going to go over to connect and assess. So I'm going to click on that button there, and I'm going to go down to the third option, which is assignment. So I'm going to click on that assignment button, and it's going to ask me, you notice that everything is set out by block. So it's going to ask me if I want to give my block a title. So I'm actually going to put in library web quest. And I'm going to put my block placement. This is down at the bottom, which is fine. And I'm going to click my new assignment button. And the title of my assignment is going to be my library web quest, and say that this is going to be in a series. So this is just going to be number 1. So 1 of 3, we'll say, for example. And I'm going to give it a description. And for lack of time, I'm just going to put in, please see the attachment and follow the instructions. Okay, we'll just put it in for now. I'm actually going to have a due date, and August 5th seems like a fine date. We'll just leave that in for now. And I'm going to scroll down here and show you some of the other options here. What's happening is it's automatically checking this box which says show in Dropbox. So I'm going to leave that checked for now. If you don't want that checked, that's fine. If you just wanted to create the assignment, that's okay. So you can either check that off or not. If you keep it checked to show in Dropbox, it's going to allow the student to submit their information online. So if you don't want them to be able to submit information to you online, you could just check that box off. Okay? So I'm going to leave it checked just so I can show you what it actually looks like. And then I could choose to attach a file if I wanted to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And if there's any kind of new, if I wanted to create another one, I could do that. Any more information, I could add a new assignment, I could, but I'm just going to click Save and be done. Okay, so there it is. So it's all set up for me. I'm going to actually go out and preview this so you could see what a student would actually be seeing if they were looking at this. So here's my web page. And they actually have the option here. So here's my web quest, so they can see what the assignment is. If they click on it, it will open it up and it will give them more information. So I'm in preview mode, so it's not going to let me do that right now, but if they click on it, the link, it'll give them more detail as far as I have to put that brief description, so it would show that. It gives me a button here for handing in, and it also gives me a button for go to Dropbox tab. So I can do one of two things. If I want to go to the Dropbox tab, I can go ahead and click that button. So I'll go and do that just so you can see what it looks like. So here's the assignment. So this is what the student sees. They see here's the assignment. It's open. They can see that they haven't handed it in. The teacher hasn't replied, and this is when it's due. So I've got a button here now that says that I can hand it in. Okay, again, here are some details. If I wanted to do that, I could do that. As soon as a student clicks this hand in button, they're going to have access to be able to pull a file off of their computer or get access to their Google Docs. Because I'm in preview mode, I'm not able to show you what that looks like, but this is that's what would happen if they click that box. You as a teacher would then be able to go in and see who has handed in the assignment, who it is, when they actually turned it in, and then you'd be able to click on the assignment and actually see it online. So that's one of the advantages to doing it that way. So this just kind of gives you a preview of what it looks like. Again, if I go back to pages, by clicking on it here, you can see it creates it down here at the bottom on August 5th. If I go into my calendar, one of the nice things it does as well is it also writes it in to my calendar for August 5th. So it puts it in two spots. So instead of just writing something on your calendar as an assignment, if you create it through the, again, through that Assess tab, it creates a little assignment that shows up on the front of your pages and adds it to your calendar. So it's just a different way to add it. It makes it a little bit more visible here as opposed to just putting it on your calendar. So that's just another way to think about structuring your web page. And again, just makes that assignment stand out that much more. Something to think about. Thanks.